Hello and welcome to the final part of Ghostface Girls from Celluloid Screams 2015.
So today kicked off with Emelie, which was a film that we both eagerly anticipated because it's won quite a lot of awards at Fright Fest, so we were very intrigued. To me it was like a sort of better budget Lifetime movie. It had all the ingredients like that makes the hammy psycho nanny film, like Hand the Rocks the Cradle, and then some lesser films. But it was decent, and there was something about it I quite enjoyed. It's not like my favourite film in the world, but...
No, it had like a decent stroke of humour through it. The kids were really good.
Yeah.
Which seems to be a theme. This year we've had some brilliant child actors.
Yeah. So the next generation of horror, they're right in front of us. However, I thought what the only interesting element of it was from the point of view of the kids instead of the... sort of paranoid wife/mother, so that was an interesting element that the kids had a personality in this one and brought it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Next was a highlight. If you listen to our podcast, you'll have heard all about the Singing Vicar versus public information films in different parts of Wales. But yeah, we had Scared Safe, the public information films, and they were a real treat. I mean, some of them, it's just the way they're made, the way they're put together, it just comes across as more humorous than it should and a bit dated, but...
I still think the finishing line stands up as being properly disturbing. I mean,
Definitely.
As much as there were sort of little laughs during sort of other segments of it, when they're bringing them out the tunnel, there was just silence.
Oh, definitely. There's something really, really grim about it, and I think if that was played in schools to this day, I think parents would have something to say about that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Next up was...
The Corpse of Anna Fritz.
Yeah.
Which we were told there might be some walkouts on. Luckily there wasn't. It was a Spanish film about a celebrity who has passed away, and that's always something quite integral in our culture nowadays because everyone's sort of fascinated in the ins and outs when someone famous dies and has a tragic death.
You said the ins and outs of someone famous. In the context of that film, that's a really gross thing, which sort of sums up what you're getting into.
Yeah, so... like obviously on Channel 5 and stuff you have like autopsy programmes and that, and it's like it gets really kind of personal. But this film was about these douchebag men who decided to have some fun with the corpse of this famous lady, and then things take a sinister turn.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I don't think it warranted anyone walking out from it, unless they were just bored. Like, that's the only reason I could think of.
Yeah, it was an okay film, but lacked character development, kind of didn't really have...
Who acts like that, and who would be friends with him?
Yeah,
like,
but there was no kind of reason for them to be like that, and there was also sort of like no background about the celebrity. It's all we know, she's an actress. There was no sort of depth to her and whatever, so it was hard to like sort of feel any empathy in some ways.
It was short though.
It was quite a short film, yeah, so it was tolerable. And then we had my favourite film, I think, of the festival, which was Deathgasm. So it's heavy metal mixed with like copious amounts of gore. It's a lot of fun. It was a New Zealand film, so like Housebound last year, it was and What We Do in the Shadows shows that the New Zealand filmmakers, they've got something special going on there in the genre.
They're representing.
They're definitely representing.
And yeah, I thought it was great fun. You know, it's just a whole kind of different spin on things, and every little thing about it worked in in those kind of terms.
I've read it was like heavy metal meets Evil Dead, and I think that's quite a fair...
That's pretty accurate, yeah. Hearing it later, yeah.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. For the final film of the festival, final like new film, that was... a really good choice and left everybody on a high.
Yeah.
Then finally we had Goblin performing alongside the screening of Deep Red or Profondo Rosso, which is his Italian title. It was just a really cheesy giallo film by Dario Argento. You kind of know what you're getting with that. I found it a lot of fun. There were some humorous moments in there.
Yeah.
And I noticed how red that blood is. It's just like paint. But the concert was fabulous, and at the end they treated us to a few of their most famous film scores. So we had Tenebrae, with Suspiria, with Demons, which were my personal favourite. So I think it was a fantastic way to end the festival.
Definitely a good way to go. To sum up, favourite film of the fest?
Favourite film of the fest for me was The Invitation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I still think I'm somewhere between The Invitation and He Never Died.
Fair choice, yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, Deathgasm as well is quite close.
Yeah.
Well, but they're two very different films, so I feel it's kind of okay to have both.
You're allowed both, yeah. We are, of course, you'll notice we normally talk about the short films. We haven't done that this time because we're going to actually save that for a podcast in the future because we tend to watch a lot of short films, so it makes sense to compile all our thoughts on it in one swoop and discuss a little bit about what makes a short a good short.
And I think because there were so many strong contenders this year, we have a lot to say. So there was a lot of very versatile, different things in there. So yeah, keep checking the Ghostface Girls Facebook and Twitter for more information on that.
Definitely. We're off to die now.